That's the First Family CLDA. We're back with another mini episode here at the CLDA Final Mile Forum in Austin, Texas. I am joined with Paul Rhoda. Did I get that right?
Rhoda, yeah, it's good
Rhoda,
enough.
Paul Rhoda,
Yeah,
Paul Rhoda, yeah. First time to the CLDA?
it is.
What do you think so far?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it. Learned a lot, met a lot of people. I love the fact that the whole meeting is designed to get as much networking opportunities as possible.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of
A
connections.
lot of connections, a lot of good people, a lot of great information,
Yeah.
insights. Exhibits have been fantastic too.
So tell me about your business. What are you here to learn and share
Yeah,
about your
so
services?
RRI is in the personnel solutions business, which basically is last mile personnel needs, like a staffing needs. Predominantly drivers is where we do most of our work because a lot of companies, our competitors, don't deal with the drivers.
Yeah.
It's the next level of degree of difficulty.
Yeah.
Warehouse personnel if that's needed, merchandisers if you're going out and doing that. We have an interesting backstory in the fact that 35 years ago, the founder of the company, he was a general counselor for Arnold Bread. And Arnold Bread was trying to decide whether they wanted to have a fleet or not to deliver all their bread.
Yeah.
And so he came up with this idea of why don't we sell the routes to the drivers and build this independent driving system. So back he sort of started this whole
He
thing.
started the whole buying route, you see. Yeah.
So he built it for Arnold.
Okay.
And then other companies said, hey, I want the same thing. So the company built a consulting business around it. And they went out and helped companies figure out how to build their own independent driver-owned routes.
Okay.
And then as it evolved, we started turning our attention on the drivers because they were entrepreneurs now who had no skills in entrepreneur.
Right, right.
And they didn't know how to do their taxes. They didn't know how to incorporate themselves. So we started providing those services and helping them because if we didn't, the whole thing would have collapsed.
Yeah.
So over the years, we built these consulting companies and services to support both of those audiences. Fast forward to today, it's all normal. It's the norm now. And so we do less of that because everybody's doing it. There's no more new businesses doing this. And so we leaned into the staffing business because that's where the need is because of all the things that are changing right now and the emphasis on independent, the gig economy, all that's driving more of where our sweet spot is.
Yeah.
So
when we say staffing, is it internal staffing? So dispatcher, customer service reps, as well as drivers, or more focused?
It's a pretty broad spectrum, but the idea is that I don't want these people on our payroll. I want to offload them onto your payroll. I want you to cover their benefits. I want you to cover the workers' comp. I want all that. I don't want that headache. Yeah. I don't have the resources to do the recruiting. I don't have the resources to manage all this. I want them on your payroll. And then we do that. So we go find the people, we put them on the payroll, and then sometimes they're there for 2 weeks, sometimes they're there for 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
what do you find is the biggest challenge? So when you're talking to your customers out there, like someone's trying to de-risk their operation, what are those one or two things that you hear often when you're in conversations with clients about why they want to do and work with a company like yours?
Well, it's interesting. The first leg of that struggle is trying to decide what to do. I always say our toughest competitor is the company who does it themselves and is reluctant to make that change. And the reason they don't want to make the change is usually somebody's job is to do that, and they feel like they're going to lose their job, or they're going to lose control, or a lot of these businesses are considered family businesses or run like family businesses.
Right.
And also, when you offboard somebody and put them on a different payroll, it feels like you're breaking up. So that you have to get past that as well.
Yeah.
So once you get past that point and then it's moving along, then it works out great. They realize, oh my God, we freed up all this time, resources, and money to get somebody on board. We own the trucks. They're employees, but our employees work for them.
Okay.
So there's a clean authority
Separation there.
Separation, yeah. But then the next challenge is finding great drivers, finding good people. And drivers are especially difficult because the DOT hasn't caught up with the cannabis laws. So half the people fail the test because it's legal here, but the DOT doesn't see it. So that creates a problem. And it takes time to do the backgrounds and the onboarding and DOT certification, so on.
So when I was operating, we used a staffing company.
Yep.
Mostly on our warehouse labor side.
Yeah.
Right, because I'm sure you know this.
Yeah, we do a lot of that. Yeah.
It's a challenging space. And what I found was chatting working with a staffing company. I want to know how you may be different. Is a lot of times they would give us bodies, but they weren't qualified, weren't trained. And so you're just in this kind of rinse and repeat cycle you get into. What's your approach? Do you guys do anything different on that side to make sure you're bringing in not just a body, but a certified quality person?
The turnover for us is as painful for us as it is for our clients. And to go through all that trouble to find somebody, and even the lowest level, and by that I mean the lowest hourly rate type of person, they're not low level people. They're just, that's where the salary is. It's difficult to find good people it's difficult to screen them to know that the screening process is working. So that's where we put a lot of emphasis is we know what we're looking for because we've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
And we built systems and processes that we feel are bulletproof as far as getting it through that. But the other next step we do is we try to do a pre-onboarding to manage expectations.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
get ahead of it.
You're going to do this. It's not an easy job. It's a difficult area. All the things that we know that they're going to run up against that could discourage them. We try to get ahead of that. So they show up knowing. And sometimes that's enough for them to say, I'm not going. Which is great. I didn't waste the customer's time.
Absolutely, yeah. Quick where you fail, get them out the way, move on to the
Try to fail them early so whoever's left
fail fast.
knows what they're doing and getting there. And then it's a lot of care and feeding once they get on there. And that's another thing about when we put them on our payroll, we treat them like employees. So we're checking in and saying, well, how's it going? Are you getting along? Because sometimes they don't like the boss, they don't like the culture. We need to know about that. Do we need to make a change? They're contractors
on your side too.
On our side, yeah.
Okay. Right,
but we treat them like employees where we give them the same love that you would your own employees, so they don't feel like they're abandoned and just thrown into the pit.
Absolutely. Yeah. Are there any particular areas you're looking to go more into as it comes up in the next year?
As a company, we sort of built our bones on the baking and snack industry. The snake industry. Yeah, we do only snakes. And the snack industry.
You can deliver a snake.
Yeah, there we go. There you go. We love the boas. They're great. We call that heavy lifting. Yeah. But that's where we started with. So now we want to venture out and try to stretch our muscles and get into non-food and beverage industries, tools, medical. As you know, there's a ton of them out there.
Absolutely.
And that's what we want to venture on there because we think the disciplines that we've built and the process we built are working, but we really understand that industry, so we got an edge on it.
Yeah.
We want to carefully move into some of the other industries and bring the same disciplines, improve our understanding of their industry so we get it right. Yeah. But that's where we're headed. So
got it.
And to be more national.
Okay. Well, you're here at CLDA conference, right? There are people from all corners of the map here. We've been here kind of ending up close to the end of day one. What has that experience been so far, first day? And have you met anyone here that's been able to listen to your pitch and give you some feedback, or just open your eyes up to kind of what the power of the association may be for you as you look to expand your footprint?
Well, I'm not pitching, really.
I love that. Yeah. Don't pitch.
I'm not pitching. I'm solving problems.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I've met a lot of people. Yesterday, I probably met 30 different people. Today, probably another 30. Yeah, I've gotten feedback. I've gotten a lot of good reception on how we position ourselves, whether it matches for it. Quite honestly, what I've stumbled into that I didn't expect is a lot of potential partnerships.
Mm-hmm.
I'm realizing that there's a lot of different businesses here that are providing services to what would be our customers as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a great opportunity for them to introduce us and for us to introduce them.
Yeah.
And so I've had a lot of conversations in that regard.
Yeah.
And I like that. I love the fact that people are open to it.
Yeah, I think that's what I've been community service for, 15, 20 years. And that community that you have here, and it's a very open community. You don't often see that. You go to a lot of these conferences, sometimes people are gatekeeping information, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's one of the things that we talk about on this podcast and try to how we raise the value of what we're doing, and it's about that teamwork aspect of it. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you have been a part of CLDA and looking forward to many things you guys got in store. So,
thank you. Yeah, and I joined your online community.
Join the huddle?
Yeah, that's fantastic. What a great idea.
Thank you. Yeah, we're looking forward. I think, and that's going back to the community part, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a space we all need to have these conversations, right?
Yeah.
So looking forward to seeing you on the next film study call. When's it going to be? A film study. Not this week. We cancel this week. Next week. So we do a weekly kind of film study. Everything's football terms in my mind.
Yeah,
it's all the mind. Yeah. But we have these conversations where we can talk shop amongst our peers, peer-to-peer learning.
Yep.
Just help move the ball forward.
Absolutely.
Every
Incremental gains.
Paul, thanks for being on.
You too. Thank you.
All right, pleasure.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
We're out. All right, check this out. If you're in the last mile delivery industry, we have created something that's just for you. We've called it the last to first huddle, or the L12 huddle. We can come into an ecosystem, a community built for the last mile by the last mile. Now, you'll be able to get access to educational courses, right? Playbooks, as I call them. We build playbooks teaching you everything from A to Z in the last mile industry. Everything from how to set your right driver model, to how to navigate misclassification issues, to how to find customers, how to price that work, how to operate it, all the way through to if you want to buy a company, how do you value those businesses? We also have an AI tool called Ask Miles. Miles will answer any how-to question about the industry. I've personally trained it myself. It's pretty damn good. And then also, we're about community. So you're going to access coaches, experts. We have film studies or weekly calls. You'll be able to deep dive into workshops. Look, this is the place to be if you're in the last mile industry. L2FHuddle.com. I'll see you inside. It's time to huddle up. Let's do it.